still.
Yeah, so let's talk about the price point. This is our final topic. Is it going to be worth $60 based on what we've seen?
If you haven't bought the game yet, you mean, but digital release for us.
Sorry, $40. Yeah. Is it worth $40?
So for those
$40 is the same price as Destiny. If you were to buy the full game, you are not getting anywhere near that amount of content. So it's really interesting that they're charging so much for this DLC. It's not 2 DLC packs. It's one big content drop. And all that we've seen is that it's going to get some story missions, some strike, a raid, new subclasses. Yeah, that doesn't add $20 of value, though. That's just code.
Exactly. And this is where it is hard to answer this question without knowing more about what's really going to be in it. Because they, on all the descriptions, they've said new strikes, a new raid, new story missions, but they haven't quantified that. And then they say, and more.
Yeah.
So it's a little hard to say right now, but with what we know today, $40 is pretty steep.
To compare it to the Dark Below had a new raid. It had new story missions. It had a new strike. It didn't have a subclass, but it seems comparable right now. I need to see more. I need to know why is this $40? It doesn't make sense to me. When I've paid $20 and $20, and then they're like, you know what? We're going to double that. It's going to be $40. And I'm like, all right, why? You need to show people why they should be spending this money.
Put some emotes in there. You'll throw your money at the screen if they just do that.
He's not going to live that one down for a while.
Yeah. I know. I feel like right now people are listening and they're like, why can't I answer this question? Yes or no? Is it worth it? I really am hopeful that they're going to announce that there's more.
Yeah.
And also, again, how do you quantify even the raids? Like, Crota's End is pretty short and simple, whereas it was fun. I like Crota's End.
Yeah.
However, Volta Glasses arguably was more intricate.
And interesting.
And a lot of replay value. A lot of great rewards in there, too.
Yeah.
So I hope that with what they're doing there, it'll be really good. So there's more news to come is the point. I honestly don't know. But we don't know anything about exotics. We don't know about the special weapons that are going to drop.
Yeah.
Like, I'm playing House of Wolves, and I keep getting, new weapons and stuff, and none of them feel that special
to
me.
Nothing's powerful. Like, nothing's like, oh, yeah, I finally got Queen's Bow or whatever.
Yeah, the Queen's Breaker's Bow.
I have no interest in getting the new exotics because that mission's not fun at all, and there's no checkpoint system still, and I'm just like, you know what? I don't care.
Yeah, and my point there is they could have a really great set of exotics. They could have other rewards, and so
if it was Galahorn, I'd do it. That's worth it.
Just one exotic weapon,
or Black Hammer. Black Hammer is an amazing sniper.
But you wouldn't pay $20 just for that.
Oh no,
no.
I'm saying there needs to be a desirable exotic in this DLC.
Yeah, for me, I can answer it as simply as what I've already done, which is I am confused why it's $40 still.
Me too.
You need to tell us why it is twice the price because it is that simple to the consumer. I pay $20 for each of these other releases.
Yeah.
Paying twice the price. Subclasses do not equal twice the price.
Yeah.
So now you need to explain it to me.
Definitely.
So what's your?
I totally agree with your statement. I need to know why I'm spending this extra money. It's just confusing.
Yeah,
they're like, oh yeah, you should be super excited. It's like, well, we're excited about the new stuff. We don't understand your pricing structure. This seems bizarre.
That's right. If Destiny was a car, right? Yeah. Okay, Dark Below had air conditioning and it has the cassette tape player. But you know what I mean? It has a set of features, special tires, etc. And then you come out and you say, well, this one has basically that, but we threw in power windows or whatever. And you're sort of like, well, that's not twice the price though.
Yeah.
So anyway, you get the idea is they need to show me the label and break down the value.
Yeah. Can you do another comparison? That was great.
I thought that was pretty
The car one?
Yeah.
Do you have another one that you come
I don't
want
to drive the Dark Below anymore. House of Wolves had pretty good mileage, but not as much never mind. Missions per gallon.
Oh my god.
But anyway, but my point is for the consumer. I am buying a product. It is effectively the same thing, and I look at what you're giving me, and it is like that, where you have these features, like core features to what you're getting, and it has been very hard to describe why it's twice the price.
Yeah.
And so, of course, every consumer is going to react like, I don't understand. I already bought the car with the tires and the this and the that, and you're saying I get that with, the paint looks better or whatever the analogy that I'm going to come up with this.
And but
that's
whole,
fair, right?
The whole push they've been doing is like, no, it's cool, just try it. Just try it. You're going to like it. No, give it a try.
Yeah.
You're going to have fun. Give us your money. you know.
And
it's like, no, you have to explain to a consumer why they should invest.
And I will say,
you know,
absolutely, they made the mistake of putting this out there, and I totally understand that you have a summer to go.
Yeah.
And so you have this weekly update. We're going to announce this. And on July 4th, we're going to announce this.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know any of that, and you want me to like get ready to spend my money. Well, it's very hard for me to get excited to do that when you can't explain to me what these things are. So I do think that's a mistake, is coming out with limited info.
Yeah.
And you're trying to stretch out the summer. Well,
I understand what they're doing, but
guess what? Here's the effect. Your fans are confused. They're upset. And then now, unfortunately, your creative director made some comments that have upset them even more.
Yeah.
So now you're in the backpedaling. So let's fix that. Release information. I can do without a few updates later if you can just give me a sense of like what's coming now. Because I'm also playing Destiny and getting not over is not a strong word maybe, but I play Prison of Elders and all that.
Yeah.
But
you've done everything.
I've done a lot of it.
Yeah.
And the point is, I want to know that it's worthwhile to keep playing until it comes out. So anyway, I feel kind of like you're stretching out too much and you need to give us more information.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, that's it, Fran. That's our podcast for the day. This is our emergency Destiny podcast. We're going to do another one on Friday after the update to talk a little bit more about Taken King and the value within. Is there anything you want to plug before we go?
No, man. I cannot wait to hear the announcements. As usual, what Destin's getting at, I think, is if you're listening on, iTunes, please give us a review.
Yeah.
Check us out on the PS4 app and Xbox One app. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. And Destin and I can be found on Twitter. Where are you at?
Destin Legary.
And I'm at Fran Mirabella. So hit us up anytime. You guys are the best. I love the community that we have. And I can't wait to see how we react to the coming update.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's all we got for this week. Until next time, Guardians out. Nailed it.
Nailed it.